In furtherance of this discussion about hypergamy and how it contributed to our law and our custom, I bring up the example of polygamous societies. And of course, polygamy predates a lot of the legal customs that I talk about in the book, but it's still a very good example. A lot of people will look back at polygamy, and to them, this is obvious evidence of male privilege and patriarchy. But as Dr. Warren Farrell points out in his book, The Myth of Male Power, polygamy actually proves the opposite conclusion. What polygamy did was it ensured that most women could have access to men who could produce or acquire resources. There was another article I cited. The article was entitled, "Humanity Has More Mothers Than Fathers, DNA Reveals." And that article said as follows. It said, historically, more of the women were reproducing than the men. This often happens in human societies because not all men are able to afford wives, or sometimes a few men will have many wives. So the men who couldn't acquire resources, they were deemed unworthy and they didn't reproduce. Now, polygamy fell out of favor when more men figured out how to acquire resources, and thus monogamy became fashionable. Regardless, this history, again, cuts against this feminist idea that men are the beneficiaries of so-called sexual entitlement.